Okay, this is a video of my bug out bag that I took with me to Cyprus, and it's all packed, as you can see. It's packed to the brim with stuff. This is the Viper 25 litre military backpack that I'm using. It's got webbing all over. It's got two pouches at the front here. It's got a centre compartment, a back compartment, and a concealed compartment in the back there. In the back there, you'll put your water bladder or whatever you like. On this occasion, I've got my water bottle here, but I'll quickly run through it anyway. On the top here, well, this was hooked onto here, some paracord, very handy. This is 550 paracord. I'll put that right there. On the front here, I've also got my sunglasses, so I'll put my sunglasses there, because in Cyprus and this time of year it's very hot. Well, it's not that hot, but it's still quite hot. It's not as cold as England, London. Okay, so I will undo the compression thing here at the top, and I'll undo that. Up here I keep my hat, my gloves, and up here, put this to the side, I've got my scarf. I keep my scarf like that here. I've also got a smaller scarf, and I keep my carry more thermos flask. For obvious reasons, I can put water in it. I can also put some hot water in it. I can make some tea to take with me, and or I can boil it up while I'm out on the field. Anyway, like I said, I've got my hat, my gloves, my 550 paracord, my sunglasses, my scarf, my flask can go there. Okay, on the front of my Viper pack, I keep a little handy knife. It's less than 3 inches, but anyway, it's a very good little knife. This is a Benchmade folding knife. It's about 2.5 inches the blade. Okay, very good, very handy if you just need it for little chores around the camp. So normally I keep that on the outside of my pouch, like I said. And the great thing about this Viper pack, it's got webbing all round on the outside, on the sides. It's got webbing on the sides, all over, so you can attach things. Obviously when you're out in the field, you can take your things out and attach them to the side, and it does give you that extra little bit of space in your bag. So anyway, I'll keep my little knife there next to the paracord. Going ahead to the front pouch. In my front pouch up here, I keep a first aid kit, very handy in here. I've got all sorts of things: band-aids, diarrhea tablets, painkillers, antiseptic wipes, or little blades, all kind of things. You know, another time I'll do a short video on that. That goes there. And also within the pack, I keep what you call a American style NATO super paralysant. Okay, this CS gas, in case I get attacked by anyone in the mountains. I'll keep that in my pack as well. That goes there. And I'll keep a little light, very handy if you want to be seen at night time. Flashes. A good thing about this as well, you can put it on your backpack if you want to be seen at night time. You can have that on your backpack, very handy. You're in an emergency situation, you're in the mountains, and you've got that little Byte lights actually. So I can put that on the back of my pack. So that goes here. Okay, and what else I keep in my pack? Let me just adjust the camera a little bit for you. Okay, also I keep in here, this is my lights. In here I've got a refractor Cree, fantastic piece of kit. It's got a beam spot beam, widen it up. You can also dim it down, and it's also got an SOS flash in there, so if you're in trouble. Fantastic piece of kit, about 100 lumens, water resistant, and it's a refractor-free light, that is. That goes in my little package in here. Also, I've got my head torch. My head torch is a Princeton Tech. I also keep some spare batteries in here. It's also a good idea to have spare batteries. I'll show you them later on. That goes in the little pouch here with my light, next to the light there. Okay, so that's the first little pouch at the top there, and the second pouch here is just stuffed full of things. And here I will keep my windproof lighter. Very good piece of kit, windproof lighter there. I'll keep that there. I keep another torch. This is what I usually use this more than that. That's in case, that's more for emergencies. This light is my little mini mag. Fantastic piece of kit. I keep that. I use that as my everyday torch, close up round camp and stuff like that. Or if I want, alternatively, I can use the hands-free head torch there, and that goes as well here with the lights, and that light goes like that. Okay. In addition to my first aid kit, I'll also keep an emergency blanket. I'll keep one of these electric cigarettes just in case anyone's suffering from nicotine withdrawals. I'll keep that as a spare. I've also got another spare light in case my lights break down or whatever. I've got a little wind up Rolson lovely little torch here. I'll keep one of those as well. I'll put that there. Inside this second pouch, I've also got some waterproof Notepad. That goes there, very good if you want to leave someone a message at night time somewhere. That goes right there. And my dedicated emergency kit tin. Fantastic SAS tin in there. I've got everything from band-aids, diarrhea tablets, first aid, fishing kit. There's a little candle in there, fire starting kit. I've also got a little compass light, little button compass. That goes in here. That goes here. And what else do I keep in here? I've got small tweezers, very handy. You never know, you might be in a prickly situation, but also you know what you use that for. I'll keep a pen in here to go with my waterproof pouch. I've got some ear defenders for obvious reasons. You know, if there's a lot of noise and I can't get to sleep, I've got 2 of those just in case. They go here. Okay, what else do I keep in here? Also in here I've got another larger compass. I've got some flashing light armband on here, just in case for emergency again. I'll turn that off, but I've got my larger compass in here all ready to go. It's on the waterproof sack. I keep a sewing kit, writing pad, dust mask, mirror. I've got masking tape in here. Okay, another time I'll do a longer video perhaps and show you all the stuff, but let me just quickly show you in here. I've got a mirror and masking tape in a separate little pouch there, and that fits in here lovely and snug. You know, you could never be prepped up enough really. Like I said, fantastic little pouch, sewing kit in here, and that goes there. And also in here I keep my binoculars. That's my binoculars in here. Okay, and then they're not a very expensive set, but they're by Gillett. They're quite good, 8x21, rubberized, come in their own little pouch. Like I said, you know, once you're out in the field, you can actually take some of this stuff out of your bag and put it on your belt, and then it will give you some space in the bag for other stuff you want to take with you. Okay, so they're my binoculars. Let me just move the pack to one side and put my binoculars right there, and let me just check the video. Okay, so where are we? Still on the second pouch. In here I keep my Leatherman Wave. This is a very good piece of kit, black one for night operations, and this is cost me, this is about 96-97 pounds, and it comes with a lovely little pouch. Basically when you're out in the field with this Leatherman Wave, you can take it out of the pack, put it onto your belt, again giving you more space. That goes next to my binoculars. Okay, so this is tools. What else do I have in the front? That's it for the front pouch. And actually, what else do I keep in here? Like I said, it's good to have some spare batteries, and in there I've got spare batteries for my mag light and also my refractor, and for the head torch I've got some spare batteries in there for this and my head torch. Okay, so that's emptied that part of it now. Let me just go ahead and take my water bottle off. I keep a water bottle on the outside, and inside the water bottle bag, it's one of those carry more water bottles, and I just found a nice little bag to go with it. And inside here, my water bottle, I also keep some water purifications. Now, as well as having water purification tablets in here, I've also got some in my emergency SAS tin and also my first aid kit. You could never have enough water purification tablets. Now, like I said, this is the stuff I took with me to Cyprus. Depending on where you're going, where you're traveling to, have a think about what you want to take with you. Now, it's not very cold this time of the year, so I didn't take as much stuff clothes wise, but as you can see, this stuff is basically for emergency situations. Now, the middle central compartment, you can see the front pouch is empty there, two of those. I'm into the middle section now. Okay, what have we got in here? In here we've got some soap. You want to keep yourself clean wherever you're going, some soap there. And here, your music. Obviously I carry a little Zen with my headphones with loads of Bob Marley and other songs, encouraging songs, and I will put that right there. And also I keep in here a shovel for obvious reasons. You know, you're in campsite, you dig a little hole and you do your business. I'll put that right there. Alongside that, I will keep my tissues, obviously, for obvious reasons why you've got your tissue. Also in here, you'll need to take some maps of the local area. Okay, I've got some maps in there. Also, I keep a copy of my driver's license, birth certificate, and a couple of pens, a highlighter, so to mark your map where you're going, to know where you're going. And also in here I've got coach program, what time the coaches are, coaches from one city to another, because in Cyprus I was going from city to city. Anyway, I'll stuck that over there with my scarf. In addition to that, I've got some more first aid stuff here, more first aid to go with my first aid here. There's some wet fire, if you get burnt with a fire, I've got some wet plasters there, very good for the kit. In here I also keep a knife sharpener, it's a Rolson diamond knife sharpener, very good piece of kit, very small, very handy for sharpening my little knife. And in a second I'll show you my other knives that I carry with me. And this is a small little mirror for looking around the corner. If you need it, you can extend it, it's extendable, lovely piece of kit, small little mirror. And also I keep another binoculars in here, but it's also microscope. You can use this as a microscope as well as binoculars, so that will go here. And in here I also keep a center punch. You know, you're in emergency, you're in a car, you're in a coach, crash happens, whatever happens, you've got your center punch, and you use that for breaking open the windows. Okay, that will go there like that. And here inside this pouch, center compartment, I keep my, this is my pots and pans cooking set. I've got 3 cups, 3 plates, and I keep that in the center compartment in here, along with my stove. This is my stove, fantastic piece of kit, Paracord. It also comes with electric, so you don't have to muck about with matches or lighting it. And that's a lovely piece of kit, very compact, very small. I took that with me to Cyprus, very good piece of kit. But obviously over there we had fires going, and it worked very well. All of this stuff, I've used it in Cyprus. It came very handy when I was out in the bush, up on the mountains by the beach, staying out overnight. So that's part of the kit. Also in here I keep some barbecue fire lighters. So they're fantastic. You just break off one and they're like massive, they're like giant matches. So I've got a little strike there. So you basically strike that and you use that to start your fire. And so I'll put that here. Okay, let's move that down so we can make some space. Alright. So yeah. And what else do I keep in here? I've got my little fishing kit. That's a little fishing kit that I've made myself. Hooks, some line, some weights. That goes in here as well. I can put that next to my cooking set. And in here, in addition to the soap, I've got some hand sanitizer. You can't find water source or anything like that to clean your hands, but I've got some hand sanitizer here. But this is also very good at starting fires as well, so I'll put that there. And here, this is my fire starting kit. In here I've got my strike, some cotton wool, and some little pieces of this barbecue fire starting kit. I use it as tinder, excuse me, for starting fires. And cotton wool. I mean, if you can get some Vaseline on the cotton wool, is a good idea as well. So that's my fire starting kit. That goes with my pots and pans, my stove, and I've got some more these fire starting kit here. I keep a spork. It's very good to have a spork. It's a fork on one end, spoon. It's also a knife, very lightweight. You know, I used to have the metal set, but they were a lot of weight, which I didn't really want to be carrying around too much weight. Again, in here, I keep 4 glow sticks. Glow in the dark, glow anywhere. Nice piece of kit, fantastic piece of kit. I keep 4 of them. Chapstick. You know, if your lips go dry, it's nothing worse than your lips going dry, so I keep some of that as well. And that's about the center compartment. And I'll quickly here, I've got a little face towel. That's in case you want to wash your face somewhere, and that's just a tiny little towel. Very good piece of kit. I'll keep that there. So now moving on to the, again, the side of the Viper. You can see it's got these compression straps here. So if I just undo them, you can see all the amount of gear I've got in here already. Okay, let me see. Yeah, so that's that one empty, that one empty. And that's my back pouch. Very big compartment here, and it opens right out like that. Okay, and then I can show you, let me just see the camera to see if I can fit in everything. Okay, right, what have we got in here then? In here I keep a thermal long sleeve t-shirt. Let's just move this stuff down a little bit, make myself some space. You know, think about what you're taking with you, where you're going, what you're going to need. Have a good think about it. There's nothing worse than carrying stuff around that you don't really need. So I had a good think about everything here, and everything here that I took with me, you know, I used it. Except for the the ear protectors. But most of the stuff I used while I was away in Cyprus, you know, and I suppose if you've got a couple of little extras that are not so heavy, it's good to take them. Like these thermal flask thermal t-shirt long sleeve, I took one of those. I took the bottoms with it as well, just in case I was up in the mountains. It is winter time in Cyprus, but you never know, up in the mountains it could get cold. So I took the thermal set with me and a spare set of walking socks. Okay, so there's my walking socks there. Right, moving on. I've got my this is my towel here, that can go here. My towel, actually if I space the stuff out a little bit more, right, water bottle, thermal flask, let's just move it along so that you can see everything what I've got here. Always go through your pack, unpack, pack it, see how long it takes you to do it. For me, I get practice. I like taking my pack apart, putting it back together again, just to get used to it. It's good to know what pockets your stuff is in, and just getting used to taking it out, putting it back again. So I'm just going to move everything along like that so you can see it all. My cooking kit, my stove, my first aid kit, obviously that goes with that. So in here I've got an emergency bivvy which was used on the beach in Cyprus. You might see that in one of my videos, and just in case in the mountains, you never know, it might start getting rain or cold or stuff like that. I've got an emergency tent which I didn't use this time round. Like I said, I've got my towel. This is a tiny little towel, small, very versatile, and it's also absorbs so much water, it's amazing. So I took that with me. That goes with my face towel. Okay, let's move on. Let's move some of this stuff over here. What else do we keep in here? Okay, in here I've got a Gillett 2-season tent. Okay, this is a 2-season, and if it gets very cold, what I do is I've got a Paracord cotton sleeping liner, and straight away combined with this sleeping bag, it's going to give me a 3-season sleeping bag as opposed to a 2. And then you combine the bivvy with the 2-season bag and the liner, and that gives you a 4-season capability there, right there. So let me just put that down. My sleeping bag from Gillett, my Paracord cotton sleeping liner. Also I keep a waterproof jacket. You never know, you're out in the elements and it's raining, it's cold. I keep a waterproof jacket there. My little pillow, that's a small pillow that goes with the sleeping bag. And I also got a hammock, a mini hammock, which I can put in the trees if I want to have a sleep in the afternoon. I also keep that in there as well. So that's basically it really. Like I said, it depends on where you're going, what you're really gonna need for where you're going. But this is what I took with me to Cyprus. Got this Viper pack, is very good. And I forgot to tell you guys, at the very back here, right in the very back, you've got a place where you can put your bladder, your water bladder. On this occasion I didn't take a water bladder with me because I've got 2 bottles there and that's plenty of water for me, so I didn't need a water bladder. Water bladder was very good for somewhere where it's very hot and you're walking, trekking quite distances. I mean, I was walking and trekking, but I didn't need the water bladder. In here I keep a thin balaclava just for the mountains. That goes with my thermal, and all my hat and gloves over there. I've got my hat and gloves, so I'll put that there. And in here I keep a Bushcraft knife, very good piece of kit, made from one piece of metal. I use that for my Bushcraft. I can also use that on my fire starting kit to make fires. That's how I made my fires actually in Cyprus. And I keep one of these bucks knives, so I put that there. That also goes with that knife there. I keep that knife on the outside. And also in here I've got another knife. This is just a lock knife, fantastic piece of kit. I keep that in there as well. You know, when you're eating, cutting apples, fruit and veg, basically I've got one of those as well. That goes next to my buck knife. And last but not least, I keep an emergency backup phone. You never know, you're out, you smashed your phone, you're in the mountains, you're in an emergency, you broke your leg. I keep one of these with a battery in it. I've got spare batteries there, and this charges up your phone very nicely. So there you go. You see, that's working lovely there. So I'll have one of those as well as a backup phone. Right, so there you go, that's what I have in my kit. So I've got your sleeping, you've got your water, you've got your fishing kit, you've got your lights, you've got various pieces of kit here. Very handy when you're out and about. If there's anything that you see that I've missed out, well, anyway, it's not one of those bug out bags that has to have everything. Like I said, depending on where you're going, what you're doing. This kit I used for Cyprus, and it worked for me very nicely. Obviously, as well as that phone, I keep my own phone with me in my pocket, and as well as that, I'll have a card reader, obviously, because I've got my video camera with me as well. I'll have a card reader that goes there, and a little tiny, this is the world's smallest flash drive. It's just 1 gigabyte, but obviously that does me for one journey. And if I need to take my card from the video, put it into a computer, I've got my card reader right there. So yeah, that's my kit for Cyprus. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Let me just see if everything shows up on the video. Let me put my card reader somewhere, put it there. And like I said, this bag is brilliant. Everything you see here goes into this bag, and this was what I took with me to Cyprus. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video, and there you go, everything's in nice view there. I just want to show you the bag very quickly. This is the bag that I used. It's a Viper, very good piece of kit, and it's got everything that you need for your journey. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. God bless for now.